FTB Game Balls is sponsored by the 409 Tailgate Club. Spice up your Saturday spread in Happy Valley with 409's barbecue rubs and signature Bloody Mary mix. To order, visit 409tailgateclub.com today.
You know, when the original concept for this Game Ball series sprouted from our brilliant brains this past offseason, we didn't fully flush out what to do with these 4-minute segments when Penn State lost, particularly in humiliating fashion. Why worry, we foolishly figured. That's a problem for future us, maybe, October us, or if we're lucky, November us. But September us? Pfft, no way. Couldn't happen. And then it almost did. Almost. Thanks to Penn State linebacker Kobe King's full extension Indianapolis NFL Combine vertical leap on Bowling Green's oh-so-close onside kick attempt, we're able to skirt responsibility and kick the content can down the road for at least 2 more weeks, while the entire Nittany Nation recollects its breath after narrowly averting disaster. Though we're still a little iffy on the correct application of the word ever since that Alanis Morissette song, isn't it ironic that a guy named Psycho T calmed the nerves of Penn State's unhinged fan base right after halftime? On the Nittany Lions' second possession of the second half, tight end Tyler Warren accounted for 62 of the 85 total yards needed to put Penn State ahead for good. Warren sandwiched that crucial 3-catch chunk between 5 other high-leverage receptions in an unexpected but entirely needed record-breaking afternoon. For the stat nerds, Warren's 146 receiving yards were the most in a game by a Penn State tight end in program history. To find the last time a Penn State tight end went for 100 yards receiving, you gotta go all the way back to the socially distanced days of 2020 when Pat Freiermuth eclipsed the century mark in a repressed memory loss to Nebraska. Beyond the numbers, though, Warren emerged as a viable, reliable downfield target for Drew Aller against Bowling Green. This in an Andy Kotelnicki offense currently devoid of dependable wide receiver options. On Saturday, half of Warren's receptions traveled beyond 10 yards in the air, meaning through 2 weeks, he's more than 50% of the way toward matching the 8 total explosive downfield catches he hauled in all of 2023. In this week's episode of Nick and the Fat Man, which is not to be confused with the 1980s CBS crime drama of a similar title, both all Big Ten backs took on lead roles and shared the statistical stage, each eclipsing the 100-yard rushing plateau in the same game for only the second time in their overlapping careers. Taking to Kotelnicki's multi-layered run scheme like a fly to the uneaten red Solo cup of dog crap a certain Florida State fan has yet to devour, Singleton ripped off gains of 15, 17, 24, and a brilliantly bounced 41-yard clincher off read option. Singleton becomes the first back in the James Franklin era to start the season with back-to-back 100-yard rushing games, and his 233 total rushing yards through 2 weeks ranks second only to 2017 Saquon Barkley. So yeah, things are good. Knock on wood, no jinx. Just as encouraging, though, was the manner in which Kaytron Allen rebounded from a ho-hum 2024 debut, in which the lone explosive sequence was a 20-yard receiving score worthy of an expletive-laced celebration audible to all. An instinctual, patient, shifty but tough runner, Allen reverted back to form on Saturday after an inexplicable 10-carry, 20-yard clunker in Morgantown. Kaytron surpassed his Week 1 rushing total on the second play from scrimmage, ripping off 26 yards on outside zone with an RPO bubble attachment. But perhaps the best indicator that Singleton and Allen are perfectly suited for Kotelnicki's scheme isn't the duo's positives, but rather their negatives, or lack thereof. Through 2 weeks, Nick and the Fat Man have toted the rock 50 times and have only lost yards on just 2 of those carries.